along with plenty bad. But ugly is something I simply never had. A bucking bronco never stops kicking. So while the clock's ticking, here's the thing about the wicked. If you lay them to rest, they ain't gonna sleep good. So
some people may require in completing another quest before they assist you. You can check your quest log for dependencies. Okay. Main quest, side quest, task. Okay. Nothing completed, nothing botched. Divert power. Let's go talk to these guys first. Or I guess we'll do the power first. Come on. Come on, Pavarti. It's okay. You can get in the elevator.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office and talk.
I understand.
Hey, ma'am, can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
This is about the deserters, so what's the other side of it? Figures Reed didn't exactly strike me as the honest soul. What he said seemed pretty straightforward. I want to deal with nuance. I wouldn't be this heavily armed. Okay, what,
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Can't blame anybody for wanting to leave. This town's got issues. How well did you know the deserters? You worked for them? You were friends or what? Did you know the...
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about.
This is true.
Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their
In my
power.
case, it's my brother Aaron.
They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Okay, I suppose it wouldn't hurt. What do we need to talk to the vicar about? Flipping a switch to your power mill? Where would I find him?
Thanks,
Okay.
ma'am. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it.
Yeah.
That's what my dad used to say.
Sure.
always.
Anyway, yeah, have you ever noticed when I look down, I'm not here, I have no body. And I don't think there's a way to see third person. Okay, I'm not sure what's over there. Vicar Max. Botanical Lab.
Something you need?
I noticed you mentioned your dad a lot, but never your mother.
That's on account of how I never met her.
Ah, okay.
I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
Okay, I'm liking this society less and less as I go on.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Boss's orders. We all got quarters to make.
Okay. But anyway, as I was saying, the one in my family that we whisper about is my brother Aaron. We're basically a very liberal, democratic family, and I don't just mean democratic as in big D, political party. We are, we're big believers in equality and equity and everybody having a fair chance. And my brother's a Trump supporter, and that's all I can tell you about him. So yeah, everybody's got a guy we whisper about. Saltuna Cannery, the only source of protein a busy worker needs. Raising your science skill allows you to tinker your armor. Tinker with your armor. Okay. What the hell? Vicar Max is in here somewhere? Mantiqueen examples. Oh my, look at this. Missed a tutorial or want a refresher, tutorials can be read or reread in your journal. Cool. Excuse me again. I have something in my throat. I can't stop coughing. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so it shoots out spores or things. All right. Okay, I think Botanical lab is over there.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Here he is.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity.
Okay.
And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto.
Yeah, she's my loyal
I so rarely
woman
get new people to
manservant.
talk to. Name your poison. Anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
Pavardi wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do. How do you know I'm an outsider? What sort of spiritual advice you offer? Number one.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Fix the geothermal plant, cut off the power to Adelaide's deserters, cut the power to the deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
So what do you advise? What do you think of Adelaide's group?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons.
Right.
Does that strike you as a responsible life choice? Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Is it even possible? Just talk everybody and coming together.
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Okay.
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts.
Ah.
I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Handsome sum, you say. Tell me more. Why would the vicar be after a banned heretical book? I assume you want to burn it once you get hands on it?
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
You're making a compelling argument. Seems to me the authorities would be interested to hear you after this contraband text. I'll need to know a little bit more about the box.
Glad we see eye to eye. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
I'll look for your book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Okay, now.
Something you need? You mean about the mission being too clean?
Isn't it supposed to be clean? It's a church.
I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
That's actually pretty profound. You're a mechanic. Whenever you see a machine that's in need of fixing, it's an ideal not that we live in, but what we strive for. Then why did you want to talk to him?
I think there's something higher and greater than us. But I don't feel it when I'm in the mission.
Okay. Where are we going? Botanical lab. Excuse me a second, folks. Adreno will always be equipped in your inhaler unless you run out, and will heal you with each use. Terror Ray biological overview. Well, that's horrifying. Okay, that was the wrong button. Sorry, guys.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff. I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Yeah.
Yeah, huh?
Now, why was I sent out here? Do I have a mod? I do not. Don't have a mod for that either. I'm sensing a theme. When did I pick up an impact hammer?
Got my sights on you.
Do you? No. Okay, so now I need to go to the botanical lab. I'm not sure why it sent me out here other than to collect his graveyard fee. Weird. Tossball Series. Interstellar Championship, Rizzo's Rangers versus Spacers Chosen. Right. Earth Directorate catalogs habitable stellar systems. Raise your dodge skill unlocks a forward dodge. The leap. Leaping is great for rapidly closing the distance on an enemy. Cool. Okay. What am I doing wrong? I do have to admit I like the little dong 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 music that's going on in the background, because it is kind of reminiscent of, say, Serenity, which was a brilliant television show. Is this the way I came in? It may be the way I came in. At this point, though, I have to admit I'm kind of confused as to where to go, because I've got waypoint indicators that aren't staying. They're not, it's weird following my whatevers. Botanical lab is outside the walls. Okay, fine. It's outside the walls. You have a gun, sweetheart?
Something you need?
Okay. Evicted, evicted. Evicted. Marauder hooligan. I have an assault rifle now. Okay. Skill points available. Um, okay, level 3. All right. Trip blade. Trip blade. Assault rifle. Huh. No, I think I'm going to keep my armor. There we go. All right, we are... Where are they? Oh, I see them. Yeah, I think so. Don't have many shots left. Zero G Brew. This is me doing the... Oh, shit.
Something you need?
Okay. But I'm once again doing the loot everything thing. Okay, guys. We're about done with this particular session. So, I'm going to call it here in the middle of the wilderness, heading for the botanical lab with the Marauders right there. You know what? No, we're going to go all the way to the botanical lab before we do that. This is the community center we were asked to look at. Okay. I hope she doesn't get killed. Okay, this is the community center that we were told about. Now that I've killed the Marauders here, I'm going to save it here. Right here. And thank you very much for watching. I had a good time with this. This game continues to be very entertaining. I am not liking the way the society is shaping up because it offends me on a moral basis. But that's what makes it so easy for me to dislike the bad guys in this game. If you enjoyed what if you enjoyed what you just saw, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. I would appreciate it. But of course, you're under no obligation. And all that said, be kind to one another while you're out there, folks, because kindness can change the world. I mean it. I mean it every time I say it. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Honestly, did you not read the colony policy that defined you as company property? That wavers your say in autonomy. The conglomerates got you in lock and key. We put the dollar back into idolatry. If you're upset